Hey friends, it's Amy Dove, the Keto Queen. How are you doing? It's Monday, we're home from work and we are making breakfast for dinner. I absolutely love breakfast foods at dinner time and we're making my favorite pancake recipe. Guys, as you're jumping on, let me know what you're doing for dinner tonight. This is so fast and easy. You guys are gonna see me put this together, but I'm cooking up some sausage and bacon. So what I'm gonna do is put it together, get it ready for the griddle. So you can use a griddle or a skillet or whatever, but you wanna butter that up really good so that it doesn't stick. And I know y'all know how to make pancakes, so you don't have to watch me flip them. I'm not the expert at flipping pancakes for sure, but I want to show you what all is in this recipe. So really quickly, we're going to start off with almond flour. Now, I'm going to show you the syrup I'm using. A lot of people say you can't do pancakes keto. I'm like, yes, you can. Hang on, let me show you what I got. Oh, goodness, my husband is making a mess in this pantry cabinet. I'm just going to whoop my husband. He's making such a mess in this pantry cabinet. Guys, this is so easy. I'm using like the cheapest thing ever. It's not perfect because there's not really a whole lot of things that are packaged processed that are perfect. This is just a great value Walmart brand sugar-free syrup. The reason I say it's not perfect is because we know the ingredients tell us that it has, among other things, it's got sucralose. So we know sucralose sweetener is not the best thing for us to have. I definitely would not drink this out of the bottle. I would not have it every single day of the week. But guys, once a month or so, I can totally have this syrup and it's not going to hurt me. It's not going to kill me. It's not going to kick me out of ketosis. Again, we're not drinking it, but I'm definitely going to enjoy it over some pancakes and sausage. So there are better options out there. There are a lot of sugar-free syrup options. There's a lot more expensive keto versions that you can actually get with erythritol or allulose or I'm trying to think, I saw some, what's the name of that? Lanco makes one, but it's really watery. Like it's really, really, really super thin. I like a good thick syrup and this one is just, it's perfect. So anyhow, there are a lot of options out there. You don't have to use this one. If you want to stay away from sucralose, just Google keto-friendly syrups, maple syrups or breakfast syrups, and you'll find other options. Let me take this out of my air fryer real fast. We are frying up some bacon and some sausage for our pancakes. So guys, as you're watching or as you're jumping on, let me know what you guys are doing for dinner tonight that's low carb or keto friendly. I love to share ideas. And guys, if you're brand new to keto and I have not sent you my getting started tips yet, make sure you write getting started in the comments so I can send you how super easy we keep it at my house. And we've been doing this for almost 5 years. Almost 5 years, we're going to be celebrating our keto-versary. And Ricky and I really live a really flexible keto. That's a term that my friend Chrissy taught me recently. And it's so true, flexible keto. So I eat super simple. So simple, clean keto is what I recommend. And I'm flexible in it 5 years in because that means on some days I can have more. Other days I'll have less. Some days I'll fast. But we're just living a really flexible keto lifestyle, which I love. So guys, as you're jumping on, let me know what you're doing for dinner tonight. And if you need my getting started tips, put getting started. Uh-oh, Susan's making the lasagna tonight. Ooh, I hope you love it, Susan. I love that lasagna recipe. So you'll see I've got my little mixer out here. Usually I'll use my Ninja, but I didn't want to get it out of the cabinet. That's how easy I'm making it tonight. Don't even want to take extra appliances out. So let's get ready. We're going to start with almond flour. And we're going to do 2 cups of almond flour. I wish I could remember exactly how many this makes. This makes about 10 pancakes, if I remember correctly. And I like to make mine in 1/3 cup servings because it's just like the perfect size pancake. You can do them however you want to. You can do a giant pancake. You can do small little silver dollar pancakes. It doesn't really matter. The recipe is delicious. And we're starting off with almond flour. Now, guys, if you're allergic to nut flours, I'm so sorry. I have not had time to research a flour replacement. But I personally am using almond flour. Again, Walmart brand, super cheap. This is a super fine blanched almond flour. I really like mine really fine. So that's what I'm using. Ooh. I'm just cooking up some bacon over here in my air fryer. I've got the Cuisinart TOA60. I know y'all know that. And then we're going to add a keto-friendly sweetener. Now tonight, I'm using one I had in my cabinet. It's Whole Earth Allulose Baking Blend. I normally use Swerve confection, and I just almost used it all yesterday. So we are using an allulose baking. There's lots of keto-friendly options for sweeteners. I'm going to add, how much am I going to add? I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of sweetener. Now guys, this is yours. You can do less sweet, you can do more sweet. This is the recipe I love, and I'm gonna do 2 tablespoons of a keto-friendly sweetener. Right, so sweeteners, we have Swerve. I love Swerve confection. We've got allulose, we've got stevia. I mean, there are so many different, xylitol. There's a lot of keto-friendly sweeteners. I personally love Swerve confection. All right, so we've got our flour. We use 2 cups of almond flour. We use 2 tablespoons of our sweetener. I just lost the recipe. That was smart. I just closed my recipe book by accident. Let me find that again. We're gonna go ahead and add the next dry ingredient, which is baking powder. We're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder as I'm looking for my pancake recipe. I just closed my book up by accident. Sorry guys. It is close, it's close. There it is, okay. So we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of baking powder. That's all we need. Let's see, is there any other dry ingredients? Let me check my little notes here. We've got 2 cups of almond flour. We've got the teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sweetener. We're gonna do a pinch of salt. When I say a pinch of salt, I don't know how to pinch of salt. We're just gonna do a little bit of salt. And then we're going to go ahead and mix this together, and then we'll add our wet ingredients, which is just a few things. So let me take a picture of this real fast. All right, and let me go ahead and I'm actually not even gonna use the blender, so it's just gonna make a lot of noise. I'll use this when we add the wet ingredients. Let me get my little spatula here. This little small one. All right, we're just gonna mix in the dry ingredients, and the wet ingredients are really easy, and we're just gonna put it all together. You don't have to mix the wet separately and then add it all together. That's just more work. You guys know I love simple, clean, easy keto, so we're in and out of the kitchen very quickly. I also love low carb. Like, I really do recommend and teach them both. The difference between keto and low carb, y'all, is the amount of carbs your body is allowed. So if you're eating low carb, most people consider low carb 50 to 150 carbs a day. 50 to 150 carbs a day. Amazing health benefits of eating low carb, getting that sugar out of your body. The difference between low carb and keto is that your body can't create ketones unless you really lower those carb counts super, super low. So ketones, we know, are created in our bodies when we really limit those carb counts super low. What happens is your body will run out of the sugar. It'll run out of the sugar, and it's like cranking. There's nothing there, right? It just runs out. And your body has to tap into a new fuel source, which would be ketones. And your body creates those ketones by breaking fat down in the liver. So yes, it'll take the fat right off our thighs and create ketones. That's why I love keto. So there is a big difference though. Low carb is 50 to 150 carbs a day. Keto is 25 net or less. Now for me, I've been doing this so long, my body really regulates well with ketones. So I can have 20 ketones and sometimes get kicked out of ketosis. Perfectly fine. I don't stress about it. I love the way I feel. I love the way I've maintained my fat loss all these 4+ years. Like, I don't stress about ketones. I don't stress about the keto diet. I just keep it simple and clean. That's why I'm telling you, if you want getting started tips, put them in the comments. And then of course, I also drink my ketones. I love my ketones. I drink them every single day, and that also puts you in ketosis. So anyway, dry ingredients. If you are not creating ketones in your body, then you're living low carb. If you are lowering those carb counts still, and then even if you're eating low carb, you can add ketones and feel amazing. That will be in some of the getting started tips. All right, so we got our almond flour, we've got our sweetener, we've got the teaspoon of baking powder. Let's add the next ingredients. We're gonna go ahead and add our eggs. So I'm gonna put 4 eggs inside. Don't laugh at my egg breaking skills. They are very few. Very few. I don't have good skills with breaking eggs. And a lot of people make fun of me, and that's okay. You can make fun of me. The thing is, see, if you make fun of yourself, it doesn't matter what other people say, right? I mean, I don't mind making fun of myself. So we're gonna add 4 eggs right into the mix. And then we're gonna add a capful of vanilla extract, or a teaspoon of vanilla. My mom actually taught me this when I was above 40 years old. Never, ever has anybody told me that the cap of the extract is actually a teaspoon. No one has ever told me that. So we're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla extract. You can do more if you want to. This is yours. She's scared to go down those steps out there. All right, we're gonna pour in some butter. We've got a whole tablespoon, not a whole tablespoon. We've got a whole 8-ounce block, a whole 8-ounce block of butter. that's melted, not hot, just melted. We're gonna pour it in. And let's see what else we got. I think that's it. We've got our eggs, our teaspoon of butter. Guys, that's it. So easy. So we started with 2 cups of almond flour, 2 tablespoons of sweetener. You can use more or less if you want. We added a teaspoon of baking powder and mixed that together. That's our dry ingredients. Now we added 8 tablespoons of melted but not hot butter. And then we added 4 eggs and a cap of vanilla extract. That's it, guys. Now we're gonna get this, we're gonna make it loud. Here we go, I got my little mixer. I'm gonna try not to make a big mess. I'm gonna kind of move it around a little bit. Yeah, I don't want that almond flour flying up. Here we go. Now when you mix this together, guys, I've gotten so many messages from people saying I've done something wrong, Amy. This is like the thickest pancake batter I've ever made, and it is thick, guys. It's like a cake batter. Now you can actually add 2 to 4 tablespoons of water just to make sure it's pourable. You don't want it watery. It is a thick pancake mix, which it smells really good. A thick pancake, it really looks like a cake batter. It is delicious, guys, and I personally like to mix mine or put mine when I put it on the skillet, which I'm going to do in a few minutes. I like to use, if I can find one. There we go. Here's a 3rd cup, I think. Nope, that's 4th cup. I got measuring cups everywhere. Here we go. Here's a 3rd cup. The perfect amount is a 3rd cup. It makes the perfect little pancake for myself, and we love these. All right, guys, what questions do you have real fast? Let me check on my bacon here. What we're doing is frying up some bacon before I start my pancakes. I like my pancakes like super hot, so I don't like to warm them up in the microwave. We're just cooking up some bacon, and then we're going to start these pancakes. I'm going to use a skillet this time instead of getting my big griddle out because, again, I don't really feel like taking out extra stuff and cleaning extra if I don't have to. So if you guys have questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. I'm going to check real quick while I finish up just a couple more pieces of bacon. That's all I can get in there. Is your daddy outside, y'all, cleaning the pool? Is your daddy cleaning up the leaves a little bit? Is your daddy cleaning up the pool? Frankie, you stay in the house or do you go outside, Frankie? You outside. All right, let's see what questions you guys have while we're waiting on this bacon. I hope you had a great day. I love Walmart. Walmart. I was reading a comment. I don't love Walmart. Actually, I do not love Walmart. I go to Walmart because it's the closest grocery store to my home, and I go to Walmart because the prices are better than other grocery stores, but I do not love Walmart. I actually sometimes cannot stand to go there, but I was just looking at somebody's comment. I'm sorry. I love Mondays. I was saying, I hope you had a great day. I love Mondays. And I love pancakes. Let's see. I see the getting started request. And guys, I will definitely send that to you very soon. Bacon in the air fryer. Oh, yes, Deborah. I love bacon in my air fryer. Yes, it makes it a little dirty, but it's okay. We thoroughly wash out my air fryer like once a month. Like take it out and like truly give it a good sponge bath. Otherwise, I just take out my trays. I empty out the grease, get a paper towel really good, and then I thoroughly clean it like once a month with my wet, soapy sponge. We love bacon in the air fryer. It makes it fast and easy and really crispy. Hey, Candy, how are you? She's making the chicken bacon Caesar casserole. I haven't made that in so long. Oh, I see some mad faces come across. I hope it's mad love. Julie loves pancakes. I made the Wonder Bread shuffle bun, 2 eggs and sausage patty sandwich. Yum. Love it, Roseanne. My husband loves breakfast for dinner. He actually loves breakfast sandwiches. He loves the shuffles. Do you weigh or flex up and down? I only weigh, Sandra, like once a month, and of course we flex. Especially if you've been doing this for 5 years, of course we flex. I do specifically when I'm under stress. When I'm under stress, I always fluctuate. That's just how my body does me, always has been. But I have maintained size. I went from a size 12 to a 4'6", and I have maintained that for 4+ years. I've not gone above that 4'6". That is where I've been for the last 4+ years, almost 5 years. It feels amazing. First time in my life I've ever done it for so many years in a row, because I've been this person, yo-yo, my entire life. This is the first time that I have felt this way. Never have felt this good before. And I have been feeling really good. Oh, Karen says she has stopped consuming erythritol. I'm so sorry to hear that, Karen. There's a lot of stuff out there about erythritol, but guys, I assure you, there's not enough information out there for us to be afraid of, in my personal opinion. I have been saying this for the entire time I've had this page, so I want to make sure everyone hears me really, really loudly and clearly. I have always recommended simple, clean keto, which means we're eating our protein with low-carb veggies, cooked in healthy fats. Seldom do we need to grab a Lily's chocolate bar. Seldom do we need to grab Rebel ice cream. Seldom do we need to grab, those little keto peanut butter cups. Seldom do we need to get any processed packaged foods, because everything that's processed and packaged has ingredients in it more than the erythritol that makes it sit on the shelf for months and months and months and months and months. Like, we need to make sure we're always replenishing our body with clean food. On the occasion, there is nothing wrong with having erythritol. The study that was out there was on a very few amount of people, number one. Number two, they already had very sick, healthy lifestyles. It never told us what kind of diet they had. The study was done way before keto products were even on the market. And their erythritol levels were like over 30 grams of erythritol. Like over 30 grams. This has 4 grams. A Lily's chocolate bar, it does have like 18. But again, you're not going to eat the whole candy bar, and you shouldn't eat them every single day. So erythritol, you can read studies and it can definitely concern you, but you just have to make sure you remember those are not the things we're eating all the time. And sugar is a million times worse than the studies that we have so far. And I'm all about studies. Like, we need to get educated. All of us do. I want to get more educated too. All of us need to be educated. We all need to have tons of information out there that we can readily read and research and share with our doctors. But yes, let's see. I'm sorry. I was just trying to respond to that, because I definitely don't want people to go back to sugar. And there's tons of research out there on sugar that causes cancer and all kinds of problems. We don't see any of that on erythritol. Let's see. I always cook bacon in my oven. Oh yes, I love bacon in the oven too, Carol. It's really easy and delicious, and also crispy if you cook it long enough. Sprinkle a little blackened season on my bacon. Ooh, oh my goodness, Tish, that sounds amazing. Is there a sample I can buy just to see if I like it? Lisa, I'm actually having a trial pack sale this week. I posted earlier today, I have a trial pack sale. So if you would like to send that to me, just send me a message and say trial pack sale, and I'll get you the information. Diane, erythritol is good. I had these pancakes this morning. Oh, I'm so glad you love them, Joan. I know you did. All right, now this has been sitting here a minute, so I know they've gotten a little thick. Look, it's a really thick cake mix. Now we're going to add that water. So you can add 2 to 4 or even more. Just do a couple of tablespoons at a time, just to thin it up before you pour it into your skillet. It definitely is a cakey batter, but I'm telling you, you don't want to put it in there like that. Like, you want to add a couple of tablespoons of water. Oh, one thing I forgot to add. Guys, I forgot something. Oh my goodness, I forgot something. I forgot we are also adding a tablespoon of oil. I knew I was forgetting a wet ingredient. Forgive me. We forgot about adding oil. So let me go over these ingredients again. Of course, it's in the post, and it will be in the blog tonight. The blog. Guys, I'm so excited to tell you, my future daughter-in-law helped me update my website. So the recipe blog now has a search bar. So guys, you can go to the recipes and search chicken. You can search pork chop. You can search shuffle. You can search casserole. Like, I'm so excited there's a search bar. You guys can use it. I can use it. Like, I love it. I'm so excited about that, and I'm so appreciative of Erin. All right, now, just putting that oil has thinned it out just a little bit, but we want to add just a couple of tablespoons of water before you put that into your hot skillet, just to thin it a little bit. It's still going to be a cakey pancake batter, and oh my gosh, it looks and smells delicious. so let me read over these just in case I forgot something else. Okay, y'all give me just a second. Joyce, that is a great question. She said her LDL cholesterol had gotten a little high. Doctor told her to cut out some fat. I'm so glad you brought that up because I love the conversation of fat. So many times when people first hear about keto, or depending on who they're learning from, they really put a lot of emphasis and focus on fat. It's like their diet is all about the fat. They're following this little graph in their app that tells them they didn't get enough fat, so they're trying to figure out how to get more fat in their day. That is not the way I teach. It's not the way I live, and it's not the way I want you guys to look at keto. Keto is just a simple, clean diet. So we cook in healthy fats. So you'll see this pancake batter did have a whole stick of butter, but I'm not going to eat all of these. I'm going to cook them for me and Ricky, and I'll probably have some left over. And then I did just add a tablespoon of avocado oil. Okay, you're not drinking it. You really want to use those fats to make your food taste great. Keto is low carb, moderate protein, and high fat when you look at the definition. But in reality, all you need is the fat to cook with to make your food taste great, because if you're making ketones, you don't want to use the fat you just put in your mouth to make the ketones. That's easy, right? Your body can grab that fat, make ketones. We want it to come off our butt. Like we want it to come out from under our arms. So you want to use that fat to make your food taste great. For example, you're cooking vegetables. How are you going to make your vegetables taste great? You're going to use butter or avocado oil or a little bit of bacon grease or a little bit of bacon crumbles. Like, let's make our vegetables taste amazing with the healthy fat. But that doesn't mean you put a whole stick of butter on your broccoli, right? So just make everything you do should make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you need to question what you're learning and who you're learning it from. And how much are the keto can cost? Right now, Alicia, they're not on sale. Does drinking ketones break your fast? Absolutely not. And I love that because I drink them every morning in my fast. All right, let me go over this recipe because I want to make sure I didn't miss anything else. I got 2 tablespoons of almond flour, a tablespoon of oil, 4 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, a teaspoon of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of sweetener, pinch of salt, 8 tablespoons of melted butter, and the water as needed. Yep, I got it all. I just missed that oil. I'm so glad that I saw that. All right. Any other questions, guys, you have? I'm going to flip this bacon out. I just overcooked a couple of pieces, but that's okay. I like it super crispy. I got 2 more pieces of bacon to cook, and then I'm going to start our pancakes. I'm going to let you guys go when I start those pancakes. You guys don't need to watch me flip pancakes. I know y'all know how to flip a pancake. I'm not the best at it, though. That's for sure. All right, I'm going to look and see if you have any more questions, and I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Again, I'm super excited that the website has been updated to add a search bar. So, guys, when you go back to the blog, you will see that I'm trying to read. You'll see that the blog has a search bar now, so you can search for the recipes you're looking for. Amy, I like my pancakes thin. Can I add water? Oh, absolutely. You can do. Janice, yeah, you can add as much water as you want to. And they're not really super thick. That's the thing. You're going to make this a pourable version, so you don't want it super, super thick, but they're not watery, if that makes any sense. Can you use coconut flour instead of almond flour? Cindy, that's a great question. I would definitely look and see about the conversion, because almond flour is not 1-to-1 with coconut flour. Guys, I'm so excited for you to get to my blog. So I will be posting the blog after dinner tonight. I always take a picture of the finished product with the recipe, and that will be straight to the blog. So I'm super excited. And as soon as I finish, I will send you guys the blog too. As soon as I finish, I can go back to my comments and send it to you. All right, if you want getting started tips, put getting started. If you need information on the blog, you can wait till tonight or just put blog, and I'll send it to you. And then I think that's it. Guys, I hope you have a fantastic night, and I will see you all later. Bye.